This is Madame Mayhem, and you're on BackstageAxxess.com, where the real show begins.
Messenger here for Backstage Access in downtown Buffalo at the waiting room with a lovely artist, Madame Mayhem. How you doing?
How are you?
Good, good. First time to Buffalo?
Yes, it is, and I'm really excited to be playing here.
Did you have any wings yet?
Yes, we did. My band just got me a whole box of them. Yes.
Well, welcome to Buffalo. You guys came in last night from, not Cleveland, right? Was that the first?
Yeah,
was it
we
Cleveland
were in
last night?
Cleveland,
Okay.
yep.
So did you guys get to go around a little bit or just come right to the venue?
For Cleveland, we had actually parked a couple blocks away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, I mean, we got to go outside of it.
All right.
And then here, we just got here, so we didn't get to explore Buffalo yet.
Okay. Do you guys have a gig tomorrow or no?
Yeah, we're heading over to Syracuse.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's kind of a jam-packed tour then.
Oh, yeah. The whole month and only, I think, about 2 days off. So.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 days in a whole month?
I love it.
Well, how did the tour come up with Mushroom Head? How'd you, I don't know, did you guys have any say who you guys wanted to tour? Or did they pick you guys specifically? How did that work?
Well, I just signed on with TKO Booking,
Okay.
and they also work with them, and we were trying to find the best tour that would fit for me after getting off the tour with Doro.
Love Doro.
So, yes, amazing
We'll talk about that
woman,
in a
and their
second.
band,
Yeah.
awesome. So, yeah, but once we got off that tour, we decided we wanted to keep playing, and we jumped on this one.
We want to talk about the new record. Now You Know, it just came out recently, and tell us about this, your fourth studio record.
This one is the first one that is released, through Red distribution, but it is not the first record I've ever done.
Right.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So, like I said, fourth studio, though, I believe, right? Is this your fourth record?
This is our second full length, but we've had a bunch of
couple
singles in
EPs
between.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Tell us about the record, how it came about, which is really cool for the people here, and you might not know this, but Billy Sheehan is a
course
local
I
Buffalo
do.
boy.
Yes.
And we love him here, and we've interviewed him a numerous amount of times. Tell us how you got hooked up with Billy to do the record.
Well, Billy's been a mentor of mine for years now, even before we were actually working together. He always gives great advice. He and his wife are the most lovely people, and I've always heard great things about Buffalo folks, so that's a real big reason why I'm excited to be here. And we were writing together, and he liked my voice, and of course it's Billy Sheehan, and we decided to put everything together and make a record, and there comes Now You Know.
Well, tell us about, like, maybe between this record and some of the EPs, what did Billy get out of you that maybe, say, somebody else that has worked with you in the past hasn't, or...
I think Billy was really great in letting me tell the stories I wanted to tell, and really let me express myself musically and lyrically the way I wanted, while bringing out the best in me and really incorporating his amazing skills and wisdom as well. So I think it was a great balance, and I think for a producer who is so known as an artist to really just kind of be like, this is your thing, is ridiculous. Not a lot of people do that, and so that's why I feel so fortunate. He really is an amazing talent and human, and I think that with this album, Now You Know, we titled that because it really is a reintroduction, I would say, since I have been doing this for a while, of who I want to be and who I am as an artist. And I think that this really explains it in this album.
And the amount of guest stars that you have on the album is pretty cool. I mean, and I have to read this because there's a bunch of them. Yeah. Ray Luzier from Korn, obviously the drummer from Korn. Bumblefoot, everybody knows who Bumblefoot is. And Russ Parrish, Satchel, plays Satchel. And Steel Panther and Corey Lowry, who's now Saint Osonia. Yeah. Tell us about working with all these artists and how did you get them all on the record?
I made some calls. Billy made some calls, and we wanted to find the guys who would be the best fit to bring the songs that we wrote to life. And Corey and I wrote 3 songs as well that Billy just loved and wanted to include in the record too. So that's how that came about. And we got lucky. Got a bunch of guys that were digging the album and digging the music, and they decided to be part of it, and I couldn't be more thankful. I mean, these guys are killer. Watching them play, you know, the music that I want to express and I create is something that I don't think I can ever get over. So it's pretty cool.
These guys work on your music is pretty cool, and it's kind of like
and they're just all great people too, you know. So I think it helps when people with such amazing talent are just really down to earth. I think it humbles you a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us about your band, and you know, did this band that you have on tour now work also on a record?
No, the record is full of all those guest artists that we just listed, and of course they're in their own bands right now, so they couldn't come on the road with me. But I have amazing guys that I tour with, and we actually had to do a quick switch out from some of the Doro folks who came with me for that tour. But I love my touring band. I think everyone is like...
Name the guys who are currently in your band.
Right now, you have Gogi and Billy Gray, and then you have Percy, who some of you might have seen with me already, and Ryan Bennett on drums. So it's a great group of guys. They're all from, you know, great backgrounds of music and other bands, and it's a great group, and we all get along super well.
And that's the most important
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only the second show, and it's as if, you know, we've been together for forever in a good way, not in a bad way.
And tell us, I know we were just talking about the Doro tour. Doro's amazing. Everybody knows who Doro is out there. And not only is she one of the best performers, she's like the coolest musician you will ever meet.
I have been really fortunate working on the album with people like Billy and then going on the road with someone like Doro. Like, I don't know how I got lucky like that, but like, not only are they ridiculously talented, they are the coolest people too. So like, I've yet to like work with people that I just can't stand. That just hasn't happened.
It will.
Not yet though, but you'll hear about it if it happens.
So the Doro tour obviously went very well, and how did your music go over with the audiences for Doro?
I think it went great. I think we did a pretty good job of warming up their audience for you know, for Doro to come on stage, and I think it was well received, and I think the fans enjoyed the show from both of us in the package deal, and we all got along so well too. And I think you know, when I was like, let's give it up for Doro, and she was thanking me, I think everyone could see that it was all genuine. You know, we all got along because we were all on the bus together too. So it was 14 beds, you know, band and crew. So we were all living together, and I just wish the tour was longer because we really all had a great time.
And recently, for this record that just recently came out, Left 4 Dead and Monster, you shot 2 videos for. Now, when you shoot a video, you know, tell us about the process. You know, I just did an interview a couple days ago talking about and asking a band that if, you know, how mundane is it when you guys do it? Is it something that you guys like to do? Is it something kind of you can't wait to get done? Because it's just, you know, it's a process that you just have to do. Tell us about your experiences doing these videos.
Well, I got to do them back to back, and each one was shot in a day because these guys are pros. It's the guys from Industrialism Films, and Billy Sheehan actually told me about them, and I told them my concepts and ideas, and they brought them to life. And we just went to one warehouse one day, a different warehouse the next, and we were able to get it all done in a day. And I think it was a great idea because I wasn't bored at all. It was all just like constantly moving, and we were able to get all of our ideas out and shot, and it was very efficient, and I had a blast. I would love to do it that way again. I know sometimes videos don't go that way, but these were a joy to film.
Some of the viewers out there who may not be familiar with you, tell everybody about your music a little bit and your influences growing up.
Yeah, I'm Madame Mayhem, and my music is hard rock metal, but it's you know, heavy music with, you know, clear melodies. Right. Because I'm a singer. I grew up as a singer. I'm classically trained in opera. I've been doing musical theater my whole life, but I've always been a metalhead. And I think I got into it really from my mom. She started playing grunge music when I was a baby because she got sick of all the baby tapes, you know. She didn't want to listen to it anymore. And then I just got into heavier and heavier music as I got older. So even though I was on stage performing a musical or singing opera, I knew that I wanted to do rock and roll and write my own music. And luckily it happened. So it just kind of hustled from there.
So some of your influences growing, I know you said you kind of got into the grunge thing when you were a kid, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, Ozzy Osbourne's amazing. Alice Cooper. Then you have like Pat Benatar. I mean, she can sing, and it was like hard hitting. You know, people like that. It's incredible. Still, I always get chills.
So a lot of the classic bands. Anybody new that you kind of are into or kind of influenced by?
Oh, a lot. There are a lot of great bands that are out. Whether it's brand new ones that are like that, or even bands that aren't so new, but more like Disturbed or Korn or any of those bands that I was, you know, in my preteens listening to. Those guys definitely influenced me because they were making it more mainstream while still being true to who they are, and that's always what I want to do. Be true to what you want the music to be, and not let anyone, you know, say you got to be heavier than you want to be or more mainstream than you want to be. Just do the music you want to do. So I appreciate those examples.
When people come out to see your show, Madame Mayhem show, and tonight obviously playing in Buffalo, but future on the road, explain to the viewers out there who are interested in checking you out, who might not know what your show entails. Tell them a little bit what they can expect.
It's a show that you won't forget. We pride ourselves on having an incredible live show that will sound like the record, of course, but definitely have a few little twists and turns in there as well. And we have full energy, and it'll definitely be something entertaining. I tend to get a little theatrical as the show goes on.
Check her out on the road. I'm sure Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
All that fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. All the social media sites. Now You Know is out. And what record label is Now You Know on?
It's out distributed through Red right now.
Okay, so through Red. So check it out. Check her out on the road. This is the second date of the tour. So there's going to be, I believe, another month plus.
Yep. The last date I think now is May 29th. So go to MadameMayhem.com and look for tour dates. Yeah.
Yeah. Check her out on the road. Gus from BackstageAxxess, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.